morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening. Wherever you're joining us from, hello. Boy, the bulls are really happy to be here today. It's so funny. I'm Charlene Clossy. It's so good to be with you. Happy holidays. 'Tis the season of festivities, of wonder, of light, of amazement, and of course, my favorite, magic. The miracle, magic. So tell me where you're joining us from today. Drop it in your chat. It's so good to see you. Hi, Sandy from Portland, Oregon. Hi, good morning, good morning. Jody, how are you? Jody joins us from Chicago. Ginger, good morning from Seattle. Ginger, we were just talking about your beautiful neck of the woods. Pacific Northwest. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, good morning, Debbie. Debbie with one B. Aw, Sandy, thank you so much. It's very kind. I feel very festive today. Or at least I'm moving into the point of festivity. It's interesting how this time of year we're able to move and shift into different points of repose and activity simultaneously, it seems like. Good morning. Oh, Debbie, you're from Arizona. Very cool. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Janelle, joining us from Canada. Ooh, wintry wonderland. Love that. Hey, Victor, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing great. Ginger, all your emojis. I love that. Good morning, Lori. Lori joins us, of course, from Madison, Wisconsin. It's so good to be with you again, my friend. We've missed you. It has been quite a minute since we've been here live on Insight Timer. So much has happened. I gave a TED Talk. That happened. We, of course, celebrated a beautiful Thanksgiving. This is our first holiday season without my father in his physical body. So that's always interesting, moving through the holidays in a different way. We've been teaching courses online. Jeremy, what else has been going on? It feels like an eternity. We have a concert coming up this weekend that I'll tell you about more later, but mark your calendar if you want to join us. It's this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. U.S. Pacific. It's free. It's online. You can actually just go to our website and it'll take you to the link where you get your registration link. It's through Bright Star Events. It's very exciting. It'll be the Crystal Bowls and holiday frequencies. You won't want to miss it, but I'll tell you more about that later too. But there's been so much going on, so. Good morning, Tea Lady Nat. How's everything in Maryland? I hope it's going well. Victor, you said you're doing well? Awesome. How's that kitty cat of yours? Tea Lady Nat, you love the Christmas set. Yes, I just need snow. This Floridian can dream. It's about all it would be right now. Good morning, Ruth Ann. I'm so glad you're here. Deanna, good morning. Jody, what's the website? It's just my first name, Charlene. Charlene.com. Charlene. CHARLEENE. Lots of E's. Thank you for asking. Lori, it sounds awesome. Yeah. It's going to be a really beautiful time. We're actually, I'll tell you a little bit about it now, but the concert will actually be broadcasting live from my childhood home in our living room, and we've got about 14, 16 friends that are coming and neighbors that are coming over. They'll actually be live in the space with us, and then I think there's already over 350 people signed up, and we just took the event live a couple of days ago, so we're really excited. A beautiful community. Ooh, that's opening something. Beautiful community coming together to begin to really dive into these frequencies of the season. The concert's called Crystal Holiday. Wow, the bowls are really encouraging us to settle into this space. I'm gonna get into it. Geraldine, good morning. It's nice to see you, my friend. Yep, you're headed to sleep. It's what you do in Western Australia about this time of day. Lisa Nanda. Oh, how are you? Great website. Now you can remember it. Yes. Yeah, we thought so. That was interesting spellings in both names. Can prove complicated. Good morning, Sandy. How are you? From Tucson, yes. Beautiful, beautiful area. You love my tiara? Oh, my headband, yes. Well, it's sparkly, so I think anything on your head should always be a tiara. Never let anyone dull your shine. Unless you're into the more of a matte finish, then that's totally cool too. Yeah, Lori, Lisa Nanda, I think it will be wonderful and fun. Lisa Nanda, you said you're enjoying the music with your kitty cats, and they're totally thrilled. Hi, babies. They might be picking up Victor's kitty's vibe as well. And we have a new kitty running around, so you may see a kitten pop on set. Her name is Maeve. Yep, the Irish fiery princess and Celtic goddess of war, and let's just say her name means she who intoxicates. And this kitten definitely is that. Well, there we go. Okay, so there was our opening settling in. The Bulls said you were done. Okay. Well, my friends, it is so good to be here with you. I'm so glad you're here. I need your help. So today what we're going to do is we're going to begin to tap into the specific frequencies of the season of the holiday. Now, there's lots of holidays going on right now. Christmas, Hanukkah, coming into Kwanzaa. There's all kinds of beautiful celebrations, even if you don't celebrate anything. Winter solstice, which be sure to join us live next week for a wonderful winter solstice meditation as well. But right now, we're really going to begin to tap into the very specific vibrations or frequencies, the vibes of the season, and reflect these vibrations back to you, to all of us through the bowls. The bowls have an incredible way of beginning to reflect back these unseen energies. So I need your help. So are there specific frequencies that you would like to hear today? Something you'd like to maybe incorporate more of in your life? It could be anything from, you know what, I'm feeling a little down. I'd like some joy. You know what, I'm feeling a little anxious. I would like some peace. I would like some tranquility. I would like some, it doesn't matter. Anything that you want today. This is a gift to you. The bowls are like, let's jive some frequencies. So that's what we're going to do today. So as you're thinking about it, just go ahead and pop it into the chat, whether you're here on Insight Timer or YouTube with us. And Jeremy's going to start compiling a list. And so for inspiration, there were a couple of really beautiful quotes I wanted to share with you because they made my heart smile. So I hope they make yours smile and dance as well. A candle is a small thing, but one candle can light another. And see how its own light increases as a candle gives its flame to the other. You are such a light. Isn't that beautiful? Connecting us into this season of Hanukkah, light returning, which we'll be celebrating next week after the winter solstice, the beginning of the return of the light. Here's another beautiful one by Anne Frank, of course. Look at how a single candle can both defy and define the darkness. What do you want to defy and define today? Let's check it out. Jeremy, did you have some? Ooh, okay. I see peace and joy. I saw that. I saw peace and calmness. What's that peace? Oh, Chantel, yeah, look at you. Peace and power. I love this. Janelle, thank you for that. That's beautiful. Lisa Nanda, peace. I'm noticing a theme. And we can explore more than just one. So if you want to throw some into the mix too, let's see how many we can start going through. Sometimes we'll have, the bowls will, I've been noticing the bowls will reflect back. Okay, y'all have enough of that vibration right now. Sometimes our bodies can only handle so much of a specific frequency, even if it's the thing we most crave. It's the same thing if you think about with water. Water can be very life-giving, rehydrating, rebalancing to our physical system. But if you chug a gallon at a time, you can actually make yourself physically sick as well. So we have to find that balance. So let's see how many of these we can get through today. So Victor, connection. Oh, that's beautiful, brother. I love that. Jay, 639 hertz, please. I love that. All right. Well, let me, for all of our friends who are joining us for the first time, if you're joining us for the first time, tell me in the chat. I want to say hi. The bowls that are in front of you are tuned to 432 hertz. And what that means is that this central pitch right here, A, it's the same note that we tune an orchestra to, that is 432 hertz, which basically means that this C, so the bottom of the fundamental tone or the base of our octave that you see all of these white bowls in front of you here, that's tuned to about 258, 56 hertz. There's a mathematical formula. So every one of these notes have their own individual hertz tuning. And when we say that bowls are connected to a specific centralized tuning, like 432 or 440, we're always connecting it to this A. Now, a note like, what was it, 639? 639 connects us up into these higher frequencies in these octaves, which technically the bowl that we would need is right above. They actually don't make yet that high bowls that specifically tuned to that frequency. However, Jay, the cool thing about the way that music works, the way that the frequencies work together in bowls that are tuned to the same frequency, we begin to activate and stimulate frequencies from the Overtone series or the Harmonic series. Without going into all of the math and science on it, basically what we're doing is that while one note, we may hear one pitch, we're actually what we're hearing is an infinite number of pitches above that are mathematically correlated. The first note we could perceive above it is the octave, and then above that, it's the fifth, above that, it's the fourth, above that, it's a major third, the minor third basically-ish, kind of what we would liken it to. So we actually will begin to vibrate 639 hertz. So never you fear. I know that's a very long explanation for kind of a geeky concept, but it was a really great question you posed. So I just wanted to share that information with you. All right, let me get back to this. So was that Jeremy who said greater clarity? Jeremy's making all of his copious notes. I just want to make sure. Jeanette, awesome. Hi, Jeanette. Good morning. Victor, renewal. Okay, really good. Ginger, balance. Geraldine, inner balance. Yes, love this. Okay. Lori said love, peace, abundance, connection. All right, that looks like probably where we're going. Libby said mindfulness and creativity. Good morning, Libby. Good morning. Jay, excellent. Thank you. Good, cool. I'm so glad. Dana, hi. Oh, and from Maryland too, Dana. I'm so glad you're here. Your hangout as long as work allows. Perfect. We'll just soak it in. I'm going to be quiet here in a minute and let the bulls start talking. This is normally not how we roll, but this is kind of fun. So Samantha, it's your first time. Welcome. The cool thing about the bowls is that A, they're going to reflect the vibrations of everyone who is here, right now. So you're listening live. You're actually contributing to what will happen today. Very, very cool. I gave you a quick explanation on the bowls. And also, just so you know, this is nothing that's obviously anything preset. The bowls absolutely reflect back vibrations. It's my job. And I'm Charlene, by the way. It's nice to meet you, Samantha. It's my job to listen and to reflect and to bring those frequencies back to you. I just happen to be the one with the sticks and the ears and the intuition to follow the bowls. So I'm glad you're here. And also over on YouTube, hello, Vonda from Portugal. I'm so glad you're here. We're so glad to share this gift with you. We appreciate your presence. Makul, hi from India. Awesome. Yeah, Tea Lady Nat Dana is your neighbor. All right. Well, let's see what we can go ahead and get into. So go ahead and find a comfortable position for you, whether you're seated or if you want to lay your body down. However you want to start finding comfort. Oh, I'm beginning to hear things. Find whatever you can do. Try to keep your spine as erect as possible. That helps the movement of the energy. And it feels like we're going to be moving a lot of energy. And that's the first thing that we need to do, I'm hearing, is we need to ground. We need to go ahead and get into our physical body. So we'll ground. And then as we go through, Jeremy's going to keep up this list for us. Good morning, Cherry Berry. It's good to see you. And he's going to keep this list up for us, and we'll go through. And I'll actually start, whenever we start tapping into the frequencies, I'll actually call so you know specifically, oh, this is healing. Oh, this is peace, for instance. So go ahead and get comfortable. If you have headphones, you might enjoy this today. I think the bowls are going to continue this very binaural situation that I'm feeling sitting in the middle of them. So that may be a fun experience for you. Just taking a deep breath in. Holding that breath in, taking one more quick inhale, one more sip, and then exhale through your mouth, making your exhale longer than that inhale. Let's do that again. This is called the physiological sigh. Taking a deep breath in, filling the lungs, and then when you can't take any more, take one more quick sip. And then exhale through the mouth, longer than that inhale. One more time, taking that inhale in through the nose, filling the lungs to the point that you think you can't get any more. Then one more quick sip in. And then exhale through the mouth. Longer than that inhale. And when you're ready, just settling into your space in your body. If you have a grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, think, imagine, or feel a golden cord of light that originates at the base of your spine. That first chakra. See this golden cord of light, good, descending down into the ground, all the way into the center part of the earth, finding a place that feels good to you right now, to settle in, to ground, seeing that cord become one with the earth. Perhaps it wraps itself around, coiling itself around. Perhaps it fuses, dissolves, connects deeply into whatever you see in that part of the earth where you are. Almost like molten lava fusing together. Beginning to release, to let go of any energies, any feelings, any sensations, any emotions that you know no longer serve you in this moment. Perhaps you don't know, perhaps you just sense or feel. Just set the intention, which just means to hold the idea in your heart of letting anything that you're ready to let go of that doesn't serve to fall down this grounding cord. In, holding that breath in, feeling your heart relax and slow. Now take a gentle exhale, again longer than that inhale. Settling into the frequencies of peace. calmness. quick sip in, and then exhaling through the mouth, making sure that exhale is longer than the inhale. Clarity. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. And as you exhale slowly, just think, imagine, or feel releasing any energy that's come up, anything that feels a little stuck or heavy or sluggish. Just release that down your grounding cord. Think, imagine, or feel now a beautiful golden sun sitting directly over the top of your head, soaking in any of the frequencies of that golden sun that feel good to you right now, that serve you in this moment. Seeing those frequencies beginning to descend down over your head into the rest of your body, into your heart, any of your organs. Beautiful. Taking a deep breath in and just a nice forceful exhale, kind of move your body a little bit. Beautiful. Here is a different aspect of clarity. confusion and a search of understanding to a point of insight. These frequencies also connect and reflect to insight. Connection. Connection. renewal. Joy. Joy. Balance is in a place of stillness. Balance is constant motion, maintaining polarity of opposites. Love. mindfulness. Mindfulness. Creativity. Creativity. Abundance. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, one more quick inhale and an exhale through the mouth. Healing. Gently direct your attention now to the base of your spine, your first energy center, that first chakra. Think, imagine, or feel a specific frequency that you would like to integrate into this place of grounding, stability, transformation. What feels right to you today? Flexibility, coherence. Find a resonance that fulfills something that you need right now. If you can't think of a word, it doesn't matter. Sense a vibration. You may perceive it as a color, as a sound, a thought, a feeling, an image. Flexibility, transformation, coherence, stability. Allowing your attention now to shift upward to the region behind your navel, that second chakra or energy center. Think, imagine, or feel a frequency that serves you right here, right now. Purity for this watery energy center from which we bring forth life. Nourishment. Charm. Merging. Allowing your attention now to shift to the area of your diaphragm, that third energy center. Connecting to desire, will, intention, destiny. Whatever frequency feels good to you in this third energy center. Allowing your attention now to shift into the area of your chest, that fourth energy center, the point of your heart, connecting to the frequency you need, you want. Feeling peace, harmony, laughter, love. Shifting your attention now to the area of your throat. This fifth energy center, finding your frequency. What serves you right now? Connecting to creativity, affluence, abundance, discernment. Letting your attention now gently rise into this third eye, your sixth energy center. Right in between your eyes, in the center part of your head. Finding your frequency, this very subtle tone or oscillation movement that would fulfill some need, some point of missing resonance in your third eye. Connecting to integration, truth, unboundedness, knowingness. Letting your attention now rise fully to the top of your head, that crown area where you hold your tiara. This place where we connect to all, leading us into the next octave of ourselves. This place right on the precipice of the physical and the non-physical. Finding your frequency. What do you need? Listening to the vibrations of infinity, immortality, holiness, and enlightenment. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, sitting in the silence, relaxing the heart, relaxing the body. One more quick inhale and exhale through the mouth. Sitting in your point of stillness, repose. Feeling the grounded certainty of who you are as a divine reflection, a divine being, a light. Gently beginning to come back into this space and time. You may want to move your body a little bit, wiggle your fingers and your toes, have a few cracks and pops, coming back into this space. Feeling how you want to show up today or tomorrow. How do you want to show up for yourself? How do you want to show up for others? Not out of obligation, but out of pure desire. No strings attached, no judgment. It's not selfish to show up for yourself. If you don't, who will? Give yourself permission, the grace to cultivate whatever light that you need for you, right here, right now, and every day. You are the creator of your vibration, of your resonance. You get to mold it every single day. Coming back in, you may want to rub your hands together, begin to generate a little bit more energy back into the physical body. This actually begins to create some voltage that you can then either drink in, you can keep going, you can actually apply it somewhere on your physical body. If you can hear that, it sounds like the aliens are ascending, descending, coming. Happy holidays. Wherever you need to bring in energy that will help you assist your body in this moment. My friends, how was that? How do you feel? Yes, give yourself a moment to kind of come back into this. I'd love to hear how you're feeling. Drop it in the chat if you have any questions, if there's anything that came up for you, anything that arose that you would like to discuss. I'd love to hear while you're going through and dropping in some comments as to what your experience was, and we can talk about that just briefly. Let me reflect back what the bowls were doing today. It was really interesting. There was a whole lot of rattle rolling and bowling today. There was I actually had to reset a bowl, but bowls were actually moving off of center. They were kind of moving around. There was a lot of motion. Yes, we had lots of motion, lots of movement where we were, you could feel the energy moving and shifting. I also thought it really interesting that there were times that I would very clearly sense and hear and see that we were going into a specific frequency. So for instance, the one that immediately comes to mind is clarity. And when we first got into clarity, I thought, that's totally not what I would have, in my Charlene mind, expected. And I heard that, of course, because clarity is moving through the mud to get to the point of understanding. And it was interesting how the bowls embodied that, so much so I felt compelled to share that in the moment for a point of understanding of what was being shared. So yeah, they were lots of motion. There was motion. I must have moose on my mind for some reason. Lots of motion and some really interesting shifts and transformations, even within maybe what I would have perceived as one frequency. It's never just one thing, right? All is connected. And even how we were moving in and out and around those, that was really interesting to reflect. So how was that for you? Hi, JG. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. Yes. And over on YouTube, Renata, you just discovered your channel when I was in having some kind of anxiety or panic attack, and a 4-minute video of yours appeared and it calmed you down incredibly. That's amazing, Renata. I'm so glad to hear that. The great thing about these bowls is that they're tuned to 432 hertz, like we talked about just briefly at the very beginning. So 432 hertz has been scientifically shown to change our physiology. It can absolutely decrease our heart rate. It can actually decrease blood pressure. It can improve our sleeping patterns, and for many, it can actually even begin to mitigate pain. So when you combine the tones coming through with what you're hearing, and some of these very specific breaths like we were doing today, the physiological sigh that I was introducing that you experienced multiple times, that inhale, quick inhale, and then the elongated exhale, actually begins to change your body, change your heart. What's happening whenever you have an exhale that's longer than the inhale? Your heart rate actually slows. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to practice mindfulness. You don't have to, none of that. Your body will change. You can do that breath 2, maybe 3 times, and it will instantaneously shift your physiology. It's a function of how the body moves without getting too long and scientific and nerdy. Whenever you exhale, you're actually raising your I was about to say raising your vibration. Technically, you're raising your diaphragm, and by doing that, you're decreasing the space in your chest cavity. And these little nodes on your heart actually begin to say, oh, okay, I need to decrease my pumping, my rate of pumping. So by exhaling, you're telling your heart to slow down. Your body, you are programmed for your body to do that. Really cool scientific fact. If you ever need to up that heart rate really quickly, do the opposite. Inhale longer than your exhale. I don't want to do that a bunch because I can actually already feel my heart rate beginning to elevate. It's not my intention. It's not anything else. And sometimes when we get into a point where our mind is overacting, it's really hard to tell our mind to change or to shift with our mind. That's a very It's a very advanced, tricky, and can be a very challenging skill because we give so much of our sovereignty to our thinking mind. So how do you get around that? These beautiful little tricks that science is reiterating, that a lot of the ancient sages and great mystics have always known, knowing of how to control, how to move life force through this vessel, our bodies, in a really meaningful and powerful ways. It's really neat. So it's a great, those two things. So the combination of that particular frequency to absolutely soothe anxiety, bringing down the heart rate. Or if you're ever not by the bowls and you got 5 seconds and you need to lower your heart rate, do that. Elongate the exhale. Make it longer than the inhale. And you can do the same type of shift to your physiology almost instantaneously. Very cool. Yay. Lisa Nanda says, happy remaining days of Hanukkah. Yes. May the miracle of the holiday, yes, miracle to the world. I love that. Beautiful. Mary, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate you. That's very generous. What a festive spirit. Thank you, my friend. Sandy, you said awakening of my spirit, amazing and joyful. Oh, I love that. Awakening of your spirit. Yes. Again, remember that spirit rides on the breath. That's an understanding from many philosophical and esoteric teachings. So really interesting. And joyful. Yes, it was interesting. Joy kind of kept popping in and out. I could sometimes feel it. It was almost as though, now that I'm using my brain to think through this, it was almost as though that joy was showing up to transition us many times between some of these other frequencies. It was really neat. Joy frequently connects us to the key of E major. There's a lot of happiness, and it's an expansive tone. It feels good in the system. Oh yeah, that feels nice. And it makes sense because if we're talking about this specific note correlation to different energy centers in the body, which is another topic, but if we tap into that morphic field, so this greater field of knowledge, so the E is connecting us in this thought to our third energy center. It's a point of power. It's a point of presentation, of manifestation into the world, right? B, this higher connection into our seventh energy center, the connection to all. So we're showing up both as us and all. And this G sharp actually connects this back into this Alta major chakra at the base of our skull, in that area in the base of our brains, basically. And there's a lot of things happening back there in that area at the bottom of your head. And so there's this kind of like uplifting. And when you feel this tone, it almost feels like your head's kind of going, ooh, that feels good. So joy was really showing up today. That was kind of cool. So that's neat that you said that. Thank you. Julia said, it was awesome, Sandy. Julia says, thank you so very much. You were wonderful. Oh, thank you. And I feel fantastic. Good. Yay, 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 yay. We appreciate you. Well, Jeremy and I, we appreciate you all as well, too. It's always good to be with you. Catherine, you were amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad I found you. I'm glad you found us too. If you like this, please join us again. We'll be back next week here on Insight Timer and on YouTube Live. We will be doing a winter solstice time. You want to talk about a time of peace and transformation and connecting to the light? That's what we'll be doing next week. It'll be really interesting. We'll be listening to the tones of the season again. I think this is really effective in a lot of ways to rebalance systems. And if you'd like, we'd love to have you join us. We are doing a frequency concert. It's this weekend. It's totally free. It's online. It's through Bright Star Events. If you want, see down there you go. It's called Crystal Holiday. Yep. And all you have to do is you can pop over either to Bright Star or go to our website. And at the bottom of our website on the homepage, you can go and sign up for the Crystal Holiday Sound Healing. It's an hour. We'll be connecting into more specific frequencies of the seasons, bringing those in, releasing things that don't serve. And it will be broadcasting actually from my childhood home, where you'll be coming into our home, into our space. We'll have a dozen or so of our friends and neighbors that'll be joining live, holding space there. And then also this really beautiful experience, candlelit. It's this Saturday, December 16th at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is 2 p.m. Pacific in U.S. time. It's actually in Sydney time. It's 8 a.m. on Sunday, December 17th, if you're joining us from Australia. So we would love to have you there. If you want more information, again, just go to my website. It's my first name, Charlene.com. You can sign up that way. It's really easy. We'd love for you to be there. Bring your friends, bring your family. If you can't attend, don't worry. We'll send you the replay after it's done, but you have to sign up so we can send it to you. So you can listen to it at any time. It's going to be a beautiful time of just crystal holiday vibration. So I hope you can join us. So Cherry Berry says she had a very stressful morning. That's not good. I'm so sorry. But you feel much better now. Good. Yes, after the bowls. Yeah, they were really speaking today. I love all of your emojis. That's wonderful. And right before that, Libby said you loved the balance sounds. Yeah, that was really interesting, Libby. It felt compelled to discuss how balance is not stagnation. Balance is not a static lack of motion. If anything, balance is the constant, subtle movement, that holding of tension between two opposing sides, right? Or maybe it's two congruent sides, or just two different sides of the same coin. And that's really where balance is. You know, I think it's one thing to cultivate a point of stillness, but nothing in the world is ever still, ever. Life is motion. Life is movement. You are constantly moving, even in your point of stillness. The expression of physicality of the body is motion. It's movement. Look at the atomic nucleus of everything. It's moving constantly. So being able to find this balance is so beautiful. And I was glad that you made the suggestion that we look at balance. So that was really gorgeous. Jeanette, thank you for the beautiful session. It's my pleasure. Yes, thank you for being here. Love the holiday set. Yes, doesn't Jeremy do a great job? It's so pretty. I just picked my shirt today. I'm glad you were here, Jeanette. It's good to see you. Annie, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Very, very kind. Ruth Ann, thank you. Yes, it was much needed. Good. Yeah, it's one thing whenever we get in the holidays and the hustle and the bustle, and sometimes we need to debustle. So a little less dashing and a little more chilling. That's what the bowls did today. I love it. Jeanette, you had insight with clarity. Good. Yeah, interesting. And clarity was a little longer than I thought it might be. It was a double session on that. That's really neat. Thanks for sharing. Ruth Ann, thank you so much. Thank you for your very kind donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. It's very lovely. Oh, we love you all so much. This is fun for us because we love to connect with you, I don't do this for me. I mean, I could. Sometimes I do. I sit here and play the bowls for myself. But it's not about that. It's being able to share this time and space with you. So thank you for showing up, for your presence, for your generosity, your spirit. We really love you all. Samantha, thank you so much. You had this sensation of rotation when we tapped into power. Interesting, yet very incredible and beautiful. Samantha, that makes sense too. We were really tapping into the power of connecting into that third. Other interesting thing, how we talked about joy? Well, if you notice joy, again, the seat of power. But whenever we were connecting to power, we were moving almost a little more modally. So it had a more consolidating kind of feel. A lot of times the minor key, which minor chord, some people will say, oh, it sounds sad. The minor chords tend to consolidate us into a space. It defines a physicality so that the emotions, which is why it builds up emotions, right? If you limit the space, suddenly there's less room for whatever's in that space to activate. So we really see what is in that space. It's like Anne Frank's quote, the candle in the darkness. That candle, that light suddenly defines the darkness. When we oh, we really focus on that candle, suddenly there is no darkness. It's just that candle. So when we, in that minor key, suddenly there is just those emotions, which is why minor keys tend to feel very emotional. I had never considered that until right now when I just said that. That was something that came through. So I hope that's helpful in some way. It's very helpful to me for something I'm writing right now. So in that minor key, that's really where that power, we're really connecting into that. And that makes sense because it's one thing to have power and it just kind of, we don't direct it. That isn't really power. Power is the point of directing the energy, of directing the spirit, of channeling, not the best verb maybe, but of moving that vibration into a very focused, directed manner. So that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for sharing that, Samantha. Thank you for the insight. Interesting. Julia, please repeat your web address. Yay, I'm so glad you're going to join us. Yes, it's my first name, Charlene, CharLeene.com. We tried to make it easy because my name isn't the easiest, so Charlene.com. I'll look forward to seeing you there, Julia. Yay. Lori, thank you. Yes, you're welcome. Powerful. Speaking of, difficult to describe. Yeah, incredible. Thank you. It's my pleasure. I think that's the one thing too. And maybe that's why clarity was really resonating today. A lot of times in our normal sessions, we'll focus on a single intention. And y'all know what those sessions feel like. They can be very bad. And you have images and you know. But suddenly now we're feeling, we're seeing, we're sensing a lot of different frequencies. It's a lot for the physical body to keep up with. Notice we never spent too long on any one of those specific frequencies. They were very definitive. The bowls were like, and you're done, move on. So that's interesting. Lori, thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Maribel, what a beautiful name. That is so pretty. It's nice to meet you. It's your first time here. It's very nice to meet you. I love it. Very powerful. Thank you. It's my pleasure. I hope you'll join us again next week. We will be back next Thursday, December 21st. How is it December 21st already? It's the winter solstice, and we want to celebrate that time with you, allow the bulls to speak, and however they most bless us, as they always do. But we'll really be diving into that time of what it is, the vibrations, the energies, the frequency of winter solstice. This point of the year, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, where right now, Southern Hemisphere has winter solstice too, just in our summertime in the Northern Hemisphere. I digress. So whenever the light is at its most limited. So what do we do in darkness? How do we connect to the darkness? How then do we prepare ourselves to rebirth? Because the days that follow our winter solstice is whenever the light returns. Many actually believe that is why, back a long time, that Christmas was set to correspond with this idea of the return of the light right after the winter solstice. If you look into the ancient Celtic and Druidic understandings and teachings, really fascinating. The birth of what in the Christian faith is the idea of light, purity, the pureness of light, being born so that we can be reborn as well, that idea. It's so beautiful. So really connecting into this earthy, grounded time of stillness, finding our peace and our balance so that we can re-illuminate in the days to come and the year to come. So I hope you'll join us next Thursday, December 21st at 9 a.m. And of course, join us this weekend as well for Crystal Holiday. More details on that on our website, charlene.com. I can't wait to see you all there. Y'all mean the world to me. This is one of my highlights of the week. So thank you for sharing your time. Thank you for sharing your space. May your light burst forth today, not only in revelation to you, but in support and love of others. For when you reflect your true and high nature, everybody is illuminated. I love you, my friends. I'll see you soon. Happy holidays. Satnam.